I was crazy. I was reckless. I bought myself a Chinese car. So my dear friends, today I'm going to show you the car. I'm going to show you what features it has, what I like, what I don't like, what kind of car it is, what engine it has, how much it costs, and why. I bought a Chinese car, and the first long trip I took with it was almost 700 kilometers from Arad to Bucharest. So my dear friends, it's a Chery Tiggo 8 Ice Luxury from 2025. The car is new. It's the first new car I've ever bought in my life with a warranty. And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted a new car with a warranty. I want a warranty so I won't hear about BMWs or mechanics or deal with them again, since that X6 really scarred me. So all my cars have only been BMWs. I learned it's not worth spending $10, $20K on a BMW. Secondhand with a lot of miles, and then you have to put even more money into it just so it starts, so it doesn't leave you stranded. So I decided to go for something else instead. So my dear friends, this is the car. I still need to get used to it because it's very, very, very big. People say it's a family car, but it's not really a family car. Yes, it's big and has 7 seats, which is cool if I had 7 friends, but yes, it is. Eddie gave me the X6 as a gift, and I was left without a car, so I spent a few months thinking, man, should I not get a car? Should I not get a car? I had saved the money for an apartment, but changed my plans because I couldn't stand being without a car anymore. It was just too hard. He gave me that Mercedes, which literally left me stranded on the road 10 times, and I left for a ride by plane just a week ago. The hope was that we would take Sibos D's car and drive around here with it when we do our job really well until we buy another car. When we took it to the mechanic, he said we should put it back where we found it, since driving it to Bucharest would make it explode. But as he said,
he said it's a great car and did its job well. He just recommends that we leave it at home so it doesn't suffer on a long trip because it's a jewel of a car.
So I went into panic mode, thinking about flying back, going back, how we should leave. Because I didn't have anything to get a car with, and a wreck for 1,200 euros just wouldn't do.
So I was thinking about getting a car, and I came to the conclusion that I would like a Chinese car.
Before, I wanted to buy a new Tesla Model 3, but Eddie made me realize that it's not worth it. With each year, its value drops significantly, and once the warranty expires, it's no longer worth it. I said, man, a Chinese car? And at first I wanted to go for a Sangyong, or as it's called now, KGM Action, which I think is a very, very beautiful car on the outside. Chinese. 10-year warranty. What more could you want? It's just pricier and the interior isn't as nice as this one. And I kept searching and I came across Dragos, who kept posting this car randomly on TikTok. I asked myself, does this car have what I like? That's a tablet, man. What do I want? To watch shows while I'm driving? Just kidding. Not while I'm driving, because we have to be safe. And I said, man, this one has a tablet. I want it. I wrote to Dragos, hi Dragos, look, I'm interested in the car bomb, and when I look, I see it's Dinar. Arad. And I said, man, since we're in Arad, without a car, without a way to get there, he's in Arad. I put it in the global positioning system 2 minutes from our house. And then I talked to him. We went to see it. There was also a Chery Tiggo 7 and Tiggo 4, but in the end, we took this car for a spin. I said, this is the one because it has a tablet, the others don't. I told them I wouldn't leave until I got the car. Theoretically, until the paperwork is ready, I was supposed to wait a week or 2. I told them I couldn't wait and wanted it immediately. We quickly sorted it out and they gave it to me on the spot. This test drive car has 2,000 kilometers and isn't brand new. Waiting for a new one would take another month. I said, no, that's impossible, and took it with me. And I think in just 3 days I've already put 1,000 kilometers on it, really pushing it, and I'm very, very satisfied with it. And now let me show you the car. It's very big. It's 4.7 meters long and 1.8 meters wide, which is really, really a lot. It has 7 seats, as I mentioned, and a 1.6 gasoline engine. There is also a hybrid version, still Chery Tiggo 8, but the plug-in hybrid version, I don't know exactly, which is of course hybrid, and it has about, I don't know, 80-90 extra kilometers electric. and more features. From what I've seen, the plug-in hybrid version has a sunroof. From what I've seen, it has a panoramic one. It has more options, more technology, more speakers in the car, and overall more things, but not too many. From what I've seen, the European version, meaning the one that's coming to Romania too, doesn't have all the options that it has. Let's say the same car, still 1.6. The gasoline model exported to the United Kingdom has a sunroof and more features, but Romanian exports lack these. It lacks some features. It has a 7-speed automatic gearbox and 147 horsepower. Man, honestly, I was thinking, just like everyone says in the comments, that it seems like too small of an engine for such a big car. But man, you don't even feel it. You really don't. Honestly, you can overtake. It accelerates properly. It's got speed and the engine really works. My mechanic at RAD said these aren't good engines, and I agreed after seeing it myself. Lean has front wheel drive, only front, but I think you can also buy a 4x4 anyway. This one is just the front wheel drive version. We have here some 19-inch rims. I don't even know if these tires are universal or just for summer or just for, I have no idea. I don't even know, but we have 19-inch rims. And of course we have a lot of technology, because I think that's how the Chinese win you over. With a lot of technology and with the price, which is lower, so to speak, compared to other cars that don't have as much technology. We have, of course, here the key with which we can start the engine. We can, if we hold it like this, BAM, the engine started by itself with the key. Pretty cool if you want to BAM and let it warm up. Folding mirrors, sensors, LEDs, so much tech, I have no idea. And let's move on to what's really beautiful, namely the interior, guys. And this is the interior. Here we have, of course, perforated seats. They're not fabric, it's some kind of perforated leather. It's not textile either. I don't even know what it's made of, but it feels really good. Of course, they're heated, but not ventilated. On the other hand, the plug-in hybrid version or the other versions from other continents are also ventilated, but this version isn't ventilated, unfortunately. Of course, here we have Adita Me Tableta, which convinced me to buy this car, where you can change pictures, you can put pictures of yourselves. Here you have the climate control system, which looks a bit like Tesla's, where you can set the temperature and where you want the defogger to work. The car automatically defogs windows when it detects fogging. Of course, here we have the camera system. Look how well you can see. You can switch to 3D. It looks bam, bam, bam. You can view the rims from the front, back, left, right in 3D and from above or below. I mean, until now, considering that it's very, very big, I haven't had any trouble parking it. You can see everything from any angle, which I think is really cool. You can see for yourselves that we're good. Of course, we have this tablet here. I mean, Kampuy CarPlay is displayed on the whole screen. You can enter something here, like an address. Let's try Kentucky Fried Chicken in Arad. And bam! You basically have Waze on the whole tablet. And of course you can move it around, you can see where, what, how much, and then you just go back, which I think is really, really cool. On the other hand, what you can't see, as I said, is YouTube and Netflix, which for me was like an arrow to the heart, that I can't watch something like that. But it will be fixed tomorrow. I ordered some kind of box from Mac that you plug in here and bam, I'll be able to watch Netflix and all that, which is why I think it's cool. This tablet is okay, and this little tablet, on this little tablet you have here the consumption, some other things, the tire pressure, and mostly that. Details about the car. The dashboard here is nicely organized with 2 spaces for phones, one that charges and also has ventilation so the phone doesn't overheat. I mean, you can see that it's charging. Look here, through CarPlay, you can see it's charging. Here we have the volume control to turn it up or down. With a Sony system with 10 speakers, the plug-in hybrid version has 12 speakers, it has more. For defogging, bam, this knob here lets you change the car modes. With this beautiful, nice interface. Of course, we have one of these here, how do you say, a cooled armrest, very, very big, very deep, like this. Down here we also have, of course, another storage space with a USB-C port and a regular USB port. Mirrors, Paul, the LEDs change, of course. Wait, before we start, I should have done these from the beginning. Are you ready? Yes? I should have left it to avoid scratches. Give it to her, you hand it over. Here, give it to this one. Look, man, like this here on the backs, on the... Let me see how the tablet feels now. Oh, before it felt yes, more. Yes. What else does this car have that really blew me away last night when I was coming to Bucharest? I'll show you some things from the road too. Man, the cruise control blew me away, man. It has two pilots. Well, I mean, two types of cruise control. It has two pilots. Adaptive cruise control or intelligent cruise control. The adaptive cruise control manages the speed. If there's a car in front, it stops. If there's no car, it accelerates. It keeps the lane, but you're still holding the steering wheel, that's all. The autopilot actually drives by itself. It handles the steering, direction, speed, whether it sees a car or not. And man, seriously, 400 kilometers of highway, I just watched it drive and I couldn't believe it. It requires you to keep your hand on the wheel and reminds you every 15 seconds if you don't. You have to put your hand on the wheel, but if you just rest your hand on it like this, it doesn't count. You just have to feel it here, nice and warm. It drives itself, which is scary, and there's a camera constantly recording you and a sensor like this. If you don't pay attention to the road and look away, it beeps to warn you that you're distracted. I'd cover it up since it annoys me and put something on the steering wheel so it thinks it's my hand and I could sleep. Just kidding. From what I understand, this car got, 4 stars out of however many for being the safest car. So it's a very safe car with a lot of safety features. It has Android, it has MAPLE and blah blah. These ambient lights sync with the music and can be changed as you like. You'll see at the end how it looks at night. Here we have the safety modes, all kinds of stuff. Screen, sound, however you want to set it up. Blame, wherever you want the sound to be better. The coolest part is that you can talk to it, man. Hello, Cherry.
You can tell me.
Open the driver window.
Okay.
Hello, Cherry.
You can tell me.
Close the driver window. Okay. Honestly, I have nothing to say. Here's the back, which is very spacious. You also have a lever here on the side of the right seat, so you can move it forward if you don't have enough space. Blam, it moves by itself, and of course the armrest. And we can move these forward or backward however we want, but we can also fold them down. Unfortunately, this version doesn't have the fully electric trunk, which is crap in my opinion. I think it's a disadvantage, quite a big one, as it's almost there. You can open it and pull it a bit and it opens by itself. And here we have a very large trunk. Here we have a jack and the spare wheel is under the car. These crazy things like triangles, the medical kit, and who knows what else. And if we don't need this trunk space and want to carry more people, we can raise 2 more seats and make it 7 seats. I don't know, I've never known in my life what this thing is used for in a car. I don't think it holds anything, maybe a sunshade for the trunk, but I'm not sure. And yes, unfortunately we can't close it electrically, we have to pull the trunk down. It also has a lot of these tiny things, which I think are really cool. For example, it can detect when a car is coming from behind and warns you in the mirror, as well as with the light on the speaker that a car is coming. So you don't open the door or overtake, which I think is new and really cool. It also has handles like those on a Tesla or Lamborghini. It features 0 and Sentry handles and locks itself automatically when you leave. I like that these go inside and you don't see them. And the price of this car, guys and girls, is around 30,000 euros. This version is about 30,000, though I don't remember the exact amount. The 1.6 gasoline costs less, the plug-in hybrid is a few thousand more. And the KGM Action, I think it was somewhere around 35,000, 36,000, 37,000 now. But I prefer this one for the technology the Pilot offers me, the tablet. Write down whether you think the price is high, acceptable or unacceptable for what it offers, its technology and engine. I think it uses very little fuel. We can't all compare based on fuel consumption. Previously my X6 used 13-14, but this one uses only 8-9, which seems very low for a car like this. Write in the comments what you think, if you think this Chinese car is worth it or not. Alright guys, did you hear? It's time to take our first long trip with the car. We're in Timișoara for now because we picked up an Arad and we're heading home to Bucharest. So we have to drive 700 kilometers with the new little car. So far, we've been driving for an hour. We came here to Timișoara to take care of something. We drove on a rougher road, so to speak, but it's actually very comfortable. I have no complaints or comments. Honestly, I drove an hour and a half to get here. I honestly didn't feel these hours pass. It just felt like a short drive, a little trip. So I'm curious how 7 hours of driving in this car will feel. I put it in sport mode. Go ahead so I can show you. I didn't have a lot of luggage to take with me. I just had this basic set of clothes from Sidea. Besides that, I brought 2 bags since I didn't need more. And yeah, easily I fit this bag, and there was room for about 5 more bags like this. You can leave without worry even with 70,000 pieces of luggage. You may not notice, but this bag is huge and wide. It's frustrating that it won't close. It doesn't close electrically. I have to do it by hand. Let's get in the car. Space is space, no stress. We also have some things back here. I still haven't removed these plastic films that I have on the car. Well, by the time you see this video, yeah, it will be removed because I'm filming now and you'll see it before I actually get there, so to speak. I mean, the first video you'll see will be the one I make when I arrive, and I'll start with the car presentation. And yeah, I like it, man. I really like it. I love it. I'm in love. Before now, I never experienced love at first sight or cared about cars. With this one, I feel the need to take care of it, to wash it, to pamper it, to kiss it, to take care of it, to look at it, to just be around it. And after the X6, I did look at it a little, but I didn't wash it. What annoys me most right now, I ordered it and it'll be in the easy box in Bucharest when we arrive. That box that lets me stream on CarPlay like Netflix or YouTube. We have these apps here, but we don't have YouTube or Netflix, so we can't stream on them, not even when we're parked. We don't have them, we can't access them. So that car box that's supposed to arrive, I connect it there through USB, and it basically thinks it's a phone. Then you connect with your phone and can access any app, browser, or feature on that device. You know, I think that's really cool. You can eat a McDonald's, a Kentucky Fried Chicken, something, and watch YouTube. Previously, I was obsessed with getting a Tesla, specifically the Model 3, because I didn't like the Model X's vertical screen. I preferred a horizontal one. It's just that Teddy drove me crazy not to buy a Tesla because it depreciates extremely fast. Especially if the warranty expires. I wouldn't choose that. When I saw this car and the tablet, I was impressed. We're waiting for her to come up with the idea, then we're going to get a nice refill at Kentucky Fried Chicken and head to Bucharest. Wow, I would find you after 7 hours. Alright guys, we're off to Bucharest. Now, since we're already on the A1, let's see how it goes. Autopilot. There are 2 types of autopilots. Adaptive pilot, the one that moves forward in traffic, stops, then moves and stops behind the car ahead. Or the intelligent autopilot, which drives and maintains the speed by itself. So let's give it a try. This is the adaptive pilot, the intelligent autopilot. Come on, I'm not pressing anything, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'll probably have to put my hands on the wheel. Wait, I didn't set it to hold speed, but if I do, still, it holds automatically from here. I took my hands off the wheel. Let's see if it detects the car ahead and what happens. Will it hit it? It looks like this on a Tesla. It sees the car. I'm not doing anything. Hold on. It's driving by itself. It keeps the speed. If I just keep my hand like this on the steering wheel, randomly look, it takes the turn by itself. If I just keep it like this, my finger, so it looks like I'm always holding it. How does it seem to you, my dear?
I think it's one of the coolest cars I've ever driven because I drove it for a whole day. I had a great time going out with my girlfriends. Honestly, this car makes you feel really safe. Even though it's huge and I was afraid to drive it, but I really feel like it's much safer to drive than my little car, which has 2 seats and is extremely small. I don't know, I really like it a lot. I'm very much in love with it. If you want, I can drive it too.
Well, I don't have one yet. A magic girl alone can't do anything from here. We need to stay calm. If the other had worked, I could have put Netflix on while driving.
Every time she finds an excuse not to drive, and you give me that look, by the way. But that's the look.
Alright guys, we came to fill it up. I still had about 300 kilometers of range left, but I want it to be full so I don't have to stop again until I get to Bucharest. 239 lei for 32 liters. The tank holds 50 liters. I think a full tank would cost me around 370 lei. We stop for gas and spot a Kentucky Fried Chicken right next door. Classy. Guys, I swear on what's most holy, I keep falling more in love with this car. Each extra kilometer feels like it brings it closer to my heart. So I swear on what's most holy, in the last 40 kilometers I haven't touched it anymore. I only hold the pedals and the steering wheel just like that to feel close, like to show that I'm here with her in case she needs me. I put him on the adaptive pilot, meaning she drives, changes gears when she sees a car in front, stops, and when she doesn't see one, she goes. I sit here holding the steering wheel while she keeps urging me, switch to automatic, let me drive, let me handle it. This way is better. I can turn right and let cars overtake. And I think it's really awesome. I actually find it very comfortable. All that's missing is Netflix and YouTube here. I wondered, can I drive all the way to China? How far does it go? We still have 5 hours, 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, how beautiful it is. I like the lights. I like the lights, the tablet. You just tap once.
With it?
Yes, it's got a touch screen. Honey, yes, yes. I really want to say that I'm very proud of you for getting this car. Of you, yes, because I would have expected you to buy something like a little BMW or something like that. But with this, you look like a corporate guy,
Like a president, like Obama, like a candidate.
Exactly. You're a gentleman now, not a rascal.
I am.
A gentleman. I'm really proud, I really am.
I am. Yeah, and I'm disgusted by BMWs. I would never in my life pay even 10 euros for a second-hand BMW with who knows how many kilometers. Because you just can't, man. You just can't pay for that. It's better to keep anything else than to not know and buy yourself a BMW. Well, up until now, I've only had BMWs. And that's why, generally, I can say from my experience that, man, instead of spending money on a car that's just terrible, but it's a BMW just so you can feel cool for having a BMW, you end up with it in the shop constantly, spending thousands more euros. It's better, man, to just get yourself a new Renault, something that's not flashy, not crap. Something just for you, behind the wheel here so you feel good, low fuel consumption, something that's yours. Alright guys, we've made it to Cosmopolis after 650 kilometers. Let me take this and show it to the people after. We had a consumption of 9.3 on this trip, which I think is very, very low, in my opinion. Considering that I got to test it, to see it, I also used the Autopilot, which I think is the coolest thing. So, 400 kilometers, I just watched it drive itself and was honestly shocked and impressed. But now we have another problem that Mercedes C200 Compact, the one Etika 2 fixed for me, won't start anymore. The starter motor burned out and it's stuck in my parking spot, of course, facing the field. And I think that to be able to start it, I need power. And to get power, I have to bring the car next to it to jump start it. But actually, I don't have cables anyway, so I'll deal with it tomorrow. But I have one of those car jumpers, but I don't think the car jumper is strong enough to start it without the starter motor. But we'll see right now. If we weren't thinking about it, I don't know, should I somehow push it into the field over there, leave it there, or just abandon it? We'll likely fix the starter and give it as a gift. Let me show you the situation. Look, but I see it's pretty okay. People can get in through there. So it's easy. Ah, well, it's easy, man, to jump start it, I think. Here, unless I get a flat tire or something. Ah, it's okay. I thought it would be worse, but the guys built the road so you can drive in. If not, I think I'll have to push it. Let's see. In case you want to steal it, I always leave my keys in it anyway. Jean, here. In the armrest, the keys are here. If you want to steal it, please steal it tomorrow and take it from my parking spot so I can park peacefully too. T, since I can't even turn this, well, if it doesn't work, should I try to turn it too? But should I put it in neutral first? It doesn't work. It needs proper power. I could try jump starting it with mine. Want to use the car jumper too? Well, the only thing I can do is get in through here. The thing is, there were mice in it, since it's sitting right here at the edge of the field. Mice got inside it. Man, if you fix the starter motor, it's actually a good car, General. I really drove it. I even went from Arad to Bucharest with it. So, if it winds up, that's where the fun begins. Yeah, look, it's a mouse. Let me film it. I swear it's a mouse. It's there behind the box. It's behind the box. Look at it. It climbed up on that. So what do? It was right there near the box in the trunk. Yeah. Why won't it open now? I'm holding the door. I'll call the army tomorrow. Until then, I'll just park around here wherever I can. I don't know. Alright guys, new day today. As you saw last night, the car was stuck there in the parking spot. But today, with Eddie's dad and Rami, who helped me, we finally managed to move it. It began there. I nearly had 3 mild heart attacks. The other one remained and jumped from the box to the ground. It pooped on me. We tried to jump start it. I got this big car of mine right in front of it. It didn't work. It wouldn't start even with a jump, but we managed to put it in neutral. We pushed it. We pushed it for, I don't know, maybe a kilometer, maybe 2, something like that, through Cosmopolis, just to park it somewhere and leave it there until it gets fixed. Honestly, after that, I felt nauseous. He got sick from all this crazy effort, but now we also have the place, our parking spot. What I hope is that mice don't get into this car again. To chew on the cables here, to make a mess in this new one. That would really be a disaster. There are still a few abandoned cars over there. I hope they go into those. If I see mice in this car, the second I do, I'm moving out. I'm done arguing. It's the worst spot right in the corner. So now we're going for a walk. We're going to Dedema. We can take care of our business in peace. What do you say, my dear? I'm happy. Are you happy? That we're taking a walk. We don't have anything to do with anyone anymore. We don't have a car to drive around anymore. They no longer have Bolt or Uber, so we're uninstalling the app. Nice view. Big tablets. I'm extremely happy about this card. Alright guys, now we're gonna break in this car with, in my opinion, the best car air freshener. I don't know where you can find it. I usually get it from Dedeman. It has a car gold. And it comes like as a perfume that you have to spray. Bam bam. Oh, it smells like this, man. Masculine. It smells like this, dude. So really, so... Didn't you find us? I bought another one for the house. I bought another trash can. I don't know, some stuff, blah, blah, blah. A stick, and now let's go home.